Hey everyone, it's Miss Adventure, back with TSW. Last time we went through the whole phase where we went into Tokyo, and he told us that he put a chip in our spine and a bunch of crazy things, and now we are headed to the test chamber. My mission currently says move around to regain your senses.
Break a leg.
Let's move around. Now exit Zern's lab and go to the lobby. Find and enter the test chamber. Alright, I will find and enter the test chamber. I know these videos get kind of long, and I really apologize. I hate halfway talking about something and then having to go, oh, well, it's already 5 minutes, I'm going to go. I just rather get it out of the way in one video. And yes, we would like to enter the test chamber. So here I'm going to explain a little bit about why we are here after this cutscene.
They give me clay and expect me to hand them back steel. It is not an instructor they want. It is an alchemist. You, my friend, are in a world of tigers, and they will eat you alive if you are weak, if you hesitate, if you do not strike first. Here, you will learn to strike first, and strike hard. For those combat holograms, they can do nothing to you. I, however, have a high-powered rifle and a streak of what some call sadism. I call a will to incentivize. You have potential, but we have no time to tease it out of you. Inside you is a power, an anima you can draw on to make yourself stronger, faster, a more effective killer. It is the magic behind the magic bullet. The weapons you use will become an extension of yourself. They are the instruments through which your anima is made force. I want you to arm yourself and show me that force. We have an arsenal here. You can experiment with all of them if you please. But when you leave, you can only take one with you. You have an edge, my friend, and I am not interested in how or why you came to possess it. Only that you sharpen it to the best of your abilities. Nothing less. In the test chamber, you can do so in safety. Safe. Except from me. Now, let us begin.
So there's really two ways you can do this. You can try every weapon and see which one you like the most, and then pick your build on that. Or you can look through the pre-made decks that they have available, which I'll show you now. Right here. Pardon me while I lag through this. My computer is not very happy. Okay, so we have your starter deck, and I'll use this one just as an example. Basically, you get your description here. The Cage Master uses a mix of fists and blood magic to dominate opponents in close combat. The abilities tend to focus on one opponent at a time and emphasize damage over time effects. Enemies will feel the blows long after they have been delivered. The Cage Master can recover quickly in battle, making use of healing abilities and stay strong late in the rounds. And you will see here, you use fists and blood magic. It basically is just a guideline, a template, if you will, because you can only have 7 abilities at a time. You can have 7 active and 7 passive, and this just kind of shows you which ones. The ones with the circles are the ones that you will eventually end up having in your active tool set. So it just gives you something to go for, and when you gain all of those skills, you get an outfit. So this one is kind of like a martial arts looking dude. But there are many different ones. These also are just for beginners, and you reach them pretty early. But then you have your endgame ones, and you can change these up You gain points for doing missions and killing things, and you can really spend them however you want. But you're going to have 2 weapons, and those should usually complement each other. So this is just a way to help you with that. For the purpose of this tutorial, I am going to make a necromancer. I'm going to be assault rifle and blood magic. So it'll show you here, you know, these are the skills that you need. Well, not these ones, but you know what I mean. So that's just what to work towards. You have to get the one previous to it. You can't just skip right to the ones you need. So they're a lot harder to get than than these ones. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a beginner one. I'm going to use the starter deck. I'm going to make the Cage Master. So with that, I'm going to go pick up my fist weapon because it's my first one. And the second weapon you pick up just in the game as you're questing, or you can purchase one. So I'm going to go find my fist weapons over here. I'm going to accept it, pick it up, equip it. You can also equip your other starter gear here. And just to show you the attacks, pick a dummy. And we have Claw. It builds a resource and deals 73 physical damage. And Hog Wild, which consumes all of your resources, and it's a cone blast that deals 89 to 170 physical damage. And it's based on the number of resources you have. So it gives you Savage Sweep effect, causing the next fist resource consumer to activate. You activate to deal 5 physical damage on an area around you. So basically we're going to build our resources, as you can see. Well, I guess we start with 5. And then we can use this one and drain our bar here. We can just keep going. And that's how it goes. Now we've completed this mission, so we have now points to spend. I'm going to close that. I'm using fist weapons, so I'm going to put one there. And I will put one here when I get my blood focus. Now for AP, this is where you buy these skills at. So I'm going to need fists. I'm going to buy Killer Instinct because it's the next one I need. And it automatically went on my bar. These are my passive abilities, by the way. You can't use those, but they give your character boosts like this. It makes this attack cause the target to become inflicted with a damage over time effect that deals 10 physical damage every second for 10 seconds. So they're just like perks, I guess you could call them. So now we're going to return to the director and see what he has to say.
This is the company line. You will use it to maintain contact in the field. Do you understand?
Pick up
That
the
is-
phone. Exit the chamber and go meet your primary contact. Let's go do that then. Yes. So here we are out of the chamber and we're going to meet our primary contact. And just to touch back, you don't have to use any of those builds, like the pre-made ones. They're pretty much just a guideline. Like, you can really do anything you want, but you want to make sure they have good synergy together, which is very difficult to mess up, and you can't reset them. If you want to change something, you have to gain more XP to get the points to do it. So it's good to just, especially as a starter, just to get a handle on it pre-made.
I'm multitasking. I fucking love old school hip-hop, don't you? Projecting indecision is a big no-no. Always smile. But this isn't another test. We don't do probation. You're either in or you're out. The Illuminati are very achievement-focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore. The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me, too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding. Solomon Island. A little town and a preppy school with connections to us have kind of vanished off the coast of Maine. The people aren't a major deal. You know how many disappearances there are in the United States every year? We do. But our noses need to be totally clean on this one. The military are involved, and we have limited bandwidth to stall the shitheels at the DoD. Give an old dude a red button to press, it's like Viagra to them. I want you out on Solomon Island to assess the impact on our bottom line. You can skip the traffic and the quarantine by traveling through Agartha. Just use your initiative, but not too much initiative. That comes across as desperate. Ciao, ciao.
Alright, so we were instructed to find Agartha, and now we're gonna find the corridor that leads into the warehouse. Also, these yellow boxes here, these are lore. When you collect them, it kind of puts chapters to a story for you. And when you collect them all, you can read it and figure out what's going on in the game. But right now, we're just gonna travel through the corridors to Agartha. Agartha is, well, I'll show you that in a second. It is kind of like the transportation hub of the game. We're going to collect this lore too. It pretty much just takes you from one place to the next. And apparently I am lost. So let's keep going this way. And we are here. I hope my computer doesn't crash when we go in here, because Fraps takes up a lot of resources for me. So here we are in Agartha. This is your travel hub. This is how you get around.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. By my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1:15. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. Now, this underground realm, like the Great British Rail System, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Now, of course, it's perfectly safe. And no one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now, you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
So here we are, and this is the end of the tutorial section of the game. Pretty much when I head to the next point, you'll be right in the action and into Kingsmith Town. I will show you those quests in later videos. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial section of this game so far, and thank you for watching.